Hold on to your honey, because you're in bear country. Welcome to the PC Nation Playbook, your go-to source for Pierce County sports and events. Join your hosts, Joey Lee, Andrew Cuneo, and Jeremy Gove from the Mike Birch Ford Showroom for the latest news, in-depth analysis, and exclusive interviews with coaches and players. Join the PC Nation. Go Bears!
The PC Nation Playbook is produced by Mike Birch Ford. You can watch and listen to our show on YouTube, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcasts. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on those channels to help others discover the show. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Plan your hunting getaway and escape to experience the beauty of Mossy Pond. Our diverse property right here in Pierce County allows you to enjoy various types of hunts, including plantation-style quail, hog, pheasant, and flooded timber-style duck hunts, all within 24 hours. At the center of it all, experience scenic, rustic, beautiful, and inviting amenities like luxury lodging, our first-class pro shop, fine dining, and the perfect event space. Book now and see why Mossy Pond Lodge is Georgia's premier hunting paradise.
Order banks are open for the 2025 Ford Super Duty. This is the only truck that's earned the right to be called Ford Super Duty. Available with power on demand and a 360-degree camera to watch your surroundings. It's America's most dependable heavy-duty truck. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch to place your order for a 2025 Super Duty today.
Welcome back to another episode of the Pierce County Nation Playbook, produced by Mike Birch Ford. I'm Andrew Cuneo, and this is Joey Lee.
Our Bears are on a roll, Andrew.
They are.
We improved to 7-0 on the season now, and I was looking back because if I'm not mistaken, this is our longest winning streak, 16 in a row. So we ended up with 9 wins in a row last season, capped off by the state championship.
How do you talk about that?
That thriller of a game, and we reeled off 7 in a row now. So that's 16 games, 16-game win streak on the line for mighty Tattnall County. But before we get into them, we'll recap. Something funny there?
No. Mighty Battle Creek Warriors are coming
Battle
to
Creek
town.
Warriors. But we'll recap Crisp County. So as we talked about in a previous episode, we kind of wanted to go over there and dominate, give them a good thumping one good time.
It was that for sure.
And I think we got our outcome, right? So from the very get-go, from the opening
kickoff to the house.
I think
I don't even know if anybody even touched him. It was
I'm not sure they did either. So great job blocking on that, guys, and obviously Joe for
making it happen.
For that run.
Made a lot happen that night.
Made a lot happen for sure. So 90, I think it was 96 yards.
Dang, I didn't realize that's got to be close to.
That's close to. Well, I don't know. There's probably been some others that were 100 or right at it, but anyway, nice return, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was
and
awesome.
To set the tone. And I'll be honest with you, when Jimmy Singleton brought these stats, I was like, they quit after the opening kickoff. I mean, pretty much it looked like they threw in the towel and said that's it.
They had. I really don't understand it. You looked at the kids that were coming on the field for Pierce County, and they had big dudes. They were big. They looked athletic, and then the ball got snapped, and it was not the same.
It's chaos. Yeah, they're an undisciplined team, obviously, and just haven't been able to put much together for whatever
reason. It's a rebuild year. The coach, without saying it per se, is hinted around at it. There's too many athletes over there for them to stay down very long, though. So I could see them being back to where we remember them from quickly. They have too many kids, good-looking kids over there.
Oh, yeah.
So Friday night they got
Yeah.
whooped on, and it was fun because the last time that I went to that stadium, it was not so fun. Other than the $20 that I found on the sidewalk on the walk back to my truck, nothing about that last night was very fun. But this one, definitely had a sweeter taste in Cordele.
Yeah. Well, we were up 28-0 at the half, so if it wasn't over from the opening kickoff, it was pretty well over then. And we subbed in a lot of guys.
That's
I
right,
saw
got
in the
some
second
playing
half. Gave Caden some much needed rest during that game. Javion got a lot of the work, there from Big Bear looked good as well. So that's always good to see.
That's right.
Especially when you're coming down toward the end of the season, getting ready to try to win a region championship.
And we know Cade's got that dog in him. We know he can tote it 50 times.
Oh, yeah, right.
We need somebody else, and I think some guys, we've got those guys this year, so it'll be interesting, and I'm glad that they're getting some of that much-needed game experience.
Yeah. So, so at the end of the day, or end of the night, we won 34-6. So, big win over Crisp. We'll take it. Wanted the shutout.
That's
I know everybody did. We were close. Real close. But anyway, we'll take the big
Ace
win.
is the place with the helpful hardware folks. We're excited to announce that Waycross will be getting an upgrade in the Fix-It department. Locally owned Farmers and Builders is the latest helpful addition to the neighborhood. Visit their new location at 121 Victory Drive in Waycross. You can count on Farmers and Builders for hand-picked products like Traeger, Milwaukee, and Yeti. Not to mention award-winning service and advice you can count on. Join us November 22nd through 23rd, 2024 for the grand opening of Farmers and Builders in Waycross. Bennett & Johnson Insurance is an independent agency with the customer in mind. We have relationships with dozens of insurance companies and are dedicated to finding the right coverage with the best company at the best price for you. Contact Bennett & Johnson for all of your insurance needs. Go Bears!
I've got the stats again. Thank you, Jimmy Singleton, again. Thank you,
Always,
Jimmy,
Jimmy,
for
thank
all
you.
that you do and to take time to bring these down here so
That's
that
right.
we can rehash it and look over it. Much appreciated. But we'll just kind of run through some of the final game stats for Pierce and Crisp. The time of possession, I thought it would have been a lot more lopsided than it was. We had it for 26 minutes, 11 seconds, and Crisp had it for 21 minutes and 49 seconds. So it just seemed like
I
we
was
held the
about to
ball
say,
longer than that, but we
felt like-
scored pretty quick.
Well,
When you're up 28-0 at half, I guess it seems that way.
it did feel like, though, the first half we had the ball a good bit, and then the third quarter just felt like we grinded it down. So I'm with you. It felt like we had a lot more, but
We ran 50 plays. They ran 42. 21 first downs to their 7. Some other things that stand out here, the rushing yards. So we had 35 attempts for 214. We held them to 22 carries for only 32 yards. So that's that right here in Bear D, right? That Bear defense. And Caden was 8 of 15. Actually, that's probably going to be combined. Yes, that's because Javion did have an attempt there. Coach might have been a little upset. I don't know. We'll iron that out. But anyway, our final game stats: 8 of 15 for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. They were 10 of 15. They had 78 yards passing. We had 112. So at the end of the night, we had 326 total yards to their 110. And again, it felt more lopsided than that, and it was on the scoreboard, and it could have been.
I was about to say.
Because we pretty well did what Ryan wants to do, which is control the game, right? So
the first half was basically a blowout in every facet of the game: special teams, defense, offense. I would almost wish Jimmy would have broke it down a little bit more for us and showed us what the first half stats were, because I don't remember him getting 32 yards in the first half for sure in rushing. The little backup quarterback
they had 19 yards rushing in the first half.
So Jimmy did break it down. I apologize.
He did break it down for us. So anyway,
but it was Joe Drew had a heck of a game. Jones Heron had a really good game. Made a couple of good plays on defense. If I don't remember, I think he called a touchdown too. Was he?
Who's that?
Jones Heron.
Jones Heron did catch a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He had a really good game, but Joe had a phenomenal game. So I'm
so
pretty sure it's a.
To look back at our scoring, Caden had a rushing touchdown. Joe Drew had the kickoff return for a touchdown. Jones Heron had the catch for a touchdown. Javion Williams had a rushing touchdown. And Chance Williams had the long one that he caught for a touchdown, a receiving touchdown.
Caden threw a couple of dots that night. He looked sharp. So he always does. But and I've harped on it a couple of times, but his passing does not get the notoriety that it should, because the dude can light it up. He throws some passes that are on the money, not a little screen. He's not throwing the swing pass. Now, we do that every once in a while.
Right.
But we're talking about the skinny post, and he's dotting it down the field 35 yards on a line. Like, we're not talking about.
Yeah. It's a thing of beauty. So
he's
to watch that, for the line to give him time to be able to make those throws.
Total team effort. And on the guys on the outside, we've got dudes out there right now. Like, it's team looks good right now.
They all right. They might be all right. One of them might be our Bear of the Week. I don't know.
He's got a good shot.
Moving on to that, I've got him for my Bear of the Week. Do you agree?
Love it. Gave Jones' shout out, but Joe put in work this week.
Joe Drew, not only did he have that kickoff return for a touchdown that we talked about, but he had a catch for 14 yards. But defense, my man lit him up a couple of times there. He had 7 total tackles, which was tied for second most on the night. Campbell Soupstrick leading the way with 9 total tackles, but Joe had 7. And like I said, 2 of them were.
There was one on our sideline. I think it might have been right there at the end of the first quarter, and he absolutely de-cleated the buddy.
Yeah,
didn't get you excited.
It did. It did. My man came to play. So congratulations, Joe Drew, for our Bear of the Week. And so we'll move on into our Bear Blitz forecast, and we have the mighty Battle Creek Warriors that we talked about coming to town. So Tattnall County here at home Friday night. You know how I feel about that when you got to come here.
That's right. It's coming to Bearville is not like it was in the old days. It's not very fun for the opposing teams anymore.
You got Tattnall at 1-6 on the season. They're 0-2 in the region. Their lone win was against Claxton. They're coming off most recently their loss to Appleton County, 42-7. Have you got to check out Tattnall much? I watched a little bit.
I have watched
of them against Tattnall. Looks like they try to run some kind of veer, wing T variation offense.
Side note: we've got a few Bears on the team that might be a little.
I was going to say a couple of guys that.
Number 5 is a little. He might know
Williams
one thing or
boys.
two about them. There's a couple of guys on the team that it'll be a special night for them.
Senior night,
play some of their old friends.
Senior night. I was talking with Rock earlier. They're gonna in the pregame activities. They're gonna recognize linemen. Not our linemen, but the power company linemen.
They have been putting in.
They've been putting in the work for sure.
And I know there's some happy folks around this county and surrounding ones, because everybody forgets how important that electricity is until that AC stops working.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So if you're a lineman, please come out and take advantage, or not take advantage, but come out and receive your due recognition for the work that you put in, because we do want to recognize you, and we thank you so much.
Being away from your families and putting in the work for us. So,
absolutely.
Pierce Timber Company is proud to sponsor the PC Nation Playbook and our Pierce County Bears. We are a full-service timber company, from purchasing to harvesting to reforestation. Pierce Timber is your resource for all of your timber needs.
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, Offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your Prime. Member FDIC.
So any other thoughts on Tattnall County before we get into some predictions?
I think if they go out there and we play mistake-free football, we probably extend the win streak to 17 and protect home field, especially on senior night. It'll be like I said, it'll be extra special for number 5. He'll have senior night and gets to play some of his old best friends.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Happy for him, and can't wait to watch it Friday.
Absolutely. So on our predictions, Jeremy Gove, he's already given me his, and Jeremy
Gove, what is it?
Yeah, he's going with 42-7. Shocker. Yeah, he said just go ahead and put him down for 42-7 for every game this year.
You know what?
Because that's the team of the year.
I've been throwing it out there 49-0.
Pretty
is
close.
What we're going to go with.
So you're going with 49-0.
I'm going to stick with it.
I kind of figured that you might go that route. And
Ryan's been taking the foot off the gas too soon. I appreciate that, Ryan.
Well, I since you've taken mine, would have been number again, Andrew. I'm gonna say we're up 35-0 at half, maybe 34. I don't know, but we're gonna get to my score of 48. Somehow, some way, and I don't wish it on us, but maybe they get another block like they did this past week. I don't know. One guy during the game
might get 2 field goals. You never know.
Yeah, who knows? So I'm gonna put myself down for 48-0. On the season, last week I got the dub again. Takes me up to 3 wins. Was looking real good to hit it dead on again at my 35-0 prediction, and then we got the block field goal or the extra point attempt, and then they do take it down to score. Moved up some guys in late, whatever, no excuse there, but still, we didn't get shut out, so it ended 34-6. But anyway, that's 3 on the season. Cuneo's got the win, and Gove has the win. None of our guests have wins, and we don't have a guest on this week, but we're going on
for next week.
Yeah, for the big rivalry. I won't use the other word on the broadcast. The land to the north. We'll get to them, good gracious, but we'll have a special guest hopefully on next week who shares our animosity for that land to the north. Passion as we get ready to play those guys. No, it's always fun. But anyway, so 3 score predictions that are pretty predictable. Our Bears seem to be pretty predictable. I think it's going to play out in one of our favors. Probably spot on right there for those 3 things.
It depends on if the old ball coach decides to take his foot off the gas. Kind of like Alabama took their foot off the gas this past weekend.
Oh, wow, he's going there.
Sorry, Ron. But my dogs went to
showed
Austin,
up, right?
D-line and those DBs. Everett, I've dogged on them all year while I'm watching. Played great.
So. I was going to say, I've called them out for their poor play on both sides of the line in the trenches. And
they did not play poor.
And they did not play poorly. They took offense to it. Not that they read my thing, but what everybody else was saying about them and the secondary getting burned. Georgia.
Friday night and Saturday night, both my teams dominated. So it was a good weekend. My Yankees are in the World Series.
Yeah.
So my
who you got? You got the Yankees over the Dodgers?
If I came in here and said the Dodgers, come on now. Yankees in 5.
Yankees in 5. I got Yankees in 6.
Well, I'll take that too. I don't care. If it's the Yankees in 7, I do not care. But I have every intention of being at Game 5.
Nice.
So just depends on how our year finishes up.
Nice. Well, we got to get you over the top. We got to get you up there.
That's right. So it's been a good sports week. Looking forward to another one. My dogs are off. Our dogs are off. Then we get the world's largest cocktail party. So we'll talk about that next week. But it's all in all.
Did we get our guests secured for next week?
I have not gotten secured yet.
Okay.
But I have a feeling once he checks his phone, he'll be sitting right here for the podcast. Right. He's pretty big Bear fan.
Yeah, so we got a couple of mine. If that one doesn't work out, we'll go on to the next one. But we'll try to get you guys a guest on and talk about Appleton County next week. Right. Any other thoughts in closing before we get into?
Just I hope to continue the domination, staying healthy.
Yeah,
huge thing. And just keep chopping wood. Those jokers are. They're pretty well old.
We haven't been tested much this year.
No,
that's one thing we haven't talked about a lot. Only the Brooks County game, we
ran into some dogs.
Have we really seen a test? And we talked about earlier that may be the game that's our test this year. I don't know. Apparently, it's going to be. I think before Appleton anyway, and then Appleton will give us a good game.
Right.
I'm sure.
But I mean, the next week, I've said it before. It doesn't matter which team is way better than the other. For whatever reason, that game is, for the most part, pretty dang close. So looking forward to it. Can't wait for Friday night. Happy to give the singers a little send off right there before we start kind of what I would say it's kind of the playoff run at this point. It kind of starts after this week. You get your last feel good moment before that real feel good moment happens, and that'll be in the Mercedes-Benz.
I hope we get there. So this is Thursday that we're recording this show. I hope that we get it out today. If not, tomorrow morning. But if you're out there and you're watching, I'm gonna challenge you. When we played Cook County at home, we didn't have that big of a crowd. Now there was extenuating circumstances there. A lot of the county didn't have power.
That's right.
It was raining cats and dogs during the game. So the crowd was down a little bit.
Come out and support the boys.
I want to challenge you to come out and support the guys. We're going to show a clip. We actually went out there earlier today and recorded, just a short video live at Bearville, just because we've talked about the facilities. We wanted to go out there and just kind of have a look around. And we talked about that a little bit. But come out and support these Bears. Like I said, we've got a 16-game win streak on the line. I suspect we're going to keep that going. But in any case, it could be, in theory, the last home game for these guys. We win tomorrow night and then go over and lay an egg at Appleton County. Who knows what's going to happen with it? Right, it looks different. So I don't think we will. I think we're going to win tomorrow night. I think we're going to win, when we play Appleton County, and we're going to get some home games. But in any case, like I say in the video that we've already recorded, we don't have that, surety. So come out and support your Bears here at Bearville Friday night. These guys deserve it. They work hard.
What else were you going to do on Friday night?
Yeah,
there's nothing else to do. So
that's right.
Come support. It's the best thing in town, so come support.
So Pierce County, we love you guys.
As always, go Bears.
Go Bears.
What's up, guys? I'm Joey Lee with Mike Birch Ford and also the PC Nation Playbook. We wanted to come to you live from Bearville. So it's Thursday right around noontime, and we've got another game here tomorrow night. Wanted to encourage you guys to come out, and we wanted to come out and actually show you the facilities, because we talked about these facilities on our podcast on the PC Nation Playbook. And you see our brand new artificial field here, artificial turf field that was put in after our first state championship. Top notch, as well as the new fencing. Beautiful brickwork all the way around with the new school and everything. And so tomorrow night, it's going to be Friday Night Lights here in Bearville. And we're taking on Tattnall County, putting our 16-game win streak on the line now. So we're 7-0 this season, finished last season, capped it off with the state championship with 9 in a row to end the year. So we have won 16 games in a row. So we encourage everybody in the community, please come out, support these Bears. They've worked so hard. We're going to keep that going. This could be the last home game for these Bears. And I say could be because we don't know what's going to happen with the postseason. Now, I think we're going to win tomorrow night. I think we're going to win the next week. And we're going to get some home games here for the playoffs but we have to live for today. So right now, I encourage all of you to come out. The best athletic director in the state, Mr. Rock Jernigan, asked me to encourage all the linemen, please come out. They're going to do a pregame recognition of you guys, and we wouldn't have Friday Night Lights without our linemen. So we're thankful to the good Lord above. We're thankful to our linemen that we're going to be able to play here Friday night. So come on out. And we're going to walk over here. I'm here with Jeremy Gove filming, but we're going to walk over here, just take a walk, show you around a little bit. And we're going to look at the concession stand too. I got an idea for some of you guys. They're pretty well unmatched as well here. A lot of the things that we do are unmatched, and one of those is the concession stand. So I know I sit on the opposing side most of the time over here next to our band. I love our band, and we'll talk about that right now. So the proceeds from concessions goes to our band. As you can see, guys, bring your ladies out for Friday night. You know, women, they don't ever know what they want to eat. Well, here at Bearville, we offer a spread. So they've got Southern Roost, Zaxby's, all these things right here. And then check out this menu, Go. Man, all the stuff that you would regularly get, but I can tell you, it's not what you would see most places you go. So most places you go, they're just back there cooking their own chicken and whatnot. We've got some of that with the hamburgers, hot dogs, some of this stuff, but also Southern Roost and Zaxby's. Amazing facilities out here, guys. And before we go off air, I'll mention one more thing. These seats, I don't know if y'all know the history of these seats, but Wes Bennett secured the bid and the contract to buy these stadium bleachers that we sit on Friday nights from the Gator Bowl. Drove down there, hauled it back on the trailer itself. They pieced it all together. So that's an interesting fact that you may not have known about. So whenever you're sitting in the stadium bleachers, remember Mr. West on Friday nights too. And I sit there and I think about all these great Bears of the past and the things that have brought us to where we are today. So come out Friday night, support your Bears. If you're a lineman, please come out, show up. We encourage you to show up, take part in the pregame activities, and let's support these Bears on our next state title run tomorrow night right here in Bearville.